Hello, this is Mike Wheeler, and I'm going to put together a quick video for you, go over some odds and ends in AutoCAD you're going to need to finish your table project. I'm recording this in my office with people working outside, so bear with some extraneous noise. This shouldn't take very long. So my goals for this session are to not get emails. My goals for this session are to talk about how to add and edit text, how to add leader lines and dimensions, how to change line types for hidden and center lines, and editing all that stuff too. So to start with, here's our base table print, okay? You can see one of the problems as drawn is this is really fine, really hard to read. This note up here, you got to really get in there before you can see what it says, and that's not ideal. We want our drawings to be clear and legible for anyone. So first off, let's talk about how to add text, and we'll try to add some text that's a little bit bigger. So what we're going to need is the annotate menu up here. I'm going to click on annotate. You can do multi-line text, or you can do single line text. It's ready to go. I'm going to click right here. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to turn my snap on and my ortho on so I get straight lines. That's what I want right there. Enter. I'm going to say table. Okay. Hit escape and get out of it. Now, see, that's plenty big now. It's probably a little bit too big. So how would I make that smaller? So my preferred method, and there's 100 ways to do this, my preferred method is going to be to pick it up, right click on it and go to properties. Let me pull the properties menu over because it showed up on a different screen. In this properties menu, I can edit pretty much every facet of this. I can change the color. I'm gonna make it red if I want to. Line type, line weight. What I want for this is going to be down in text. I want height. For this, I'm going to say 0.5, and it is a much more manageable size. Still bigger than this. I'm gonna make that 0.75. Just make it a little bit bigger. And there we go. Hit escape to get out of it, and that's a nice. To me, that's a good size. So leader lines, and that's what this guy is right here. It's got a tiny little arrow running up to this. I'm going to make a leader line. Click on that. Click where you want the arrow. I'm going to have to turn my orthographic off. Just like that. And this also allows, when you do a leader, you can actually add text in right there. Table also. And then you should be able to edit this the same way. Go into properties, and here we've got a few more because we've got the leader line. We can choose a type of arrow, how thick it is. I'm going to make this way bigger, just because I can. I'm going to make this guy green. I can come down here and edit the text as well. Here my height is 0.18. I'm going to make it 0.5. And that's that. X out of that, hit escape to get out of this, and there I've got my leader. Dimensions. So this table's already got dimensions on it, like this, and again, they're small. I'll put a new dimension in up here, and then I'll show you how to edit them. It's pretty much the same process for all of this stuff. So there's, again, with AutoCAD, there's multiple ways you can dimension. I like to do it from the home menu. I like to do use linear dimensions for most of this stuff, and I'll kind of show you why. So I hit linear, and I want to measure from this point to this point. So I want to have my orthographic on. That'll make everything nice and square. So from this point, if you just hover over the corner, it'll make a green box over it. I don't want to click here though, because it's going to put my my extension lines very, very close to my object lines, and that to me is a little hard to read. So I'm gonna kind of float up a little bit, pick that up. See, I've got that dashed green line. There I'm gonna click, and that's where I'm gonna put my line. And for this point, just come down here and again hover over it, come up there, and then I can kind of position this where I want it. That's a good place right there. And I've got a dimension. I'll do that again on this side just for clarity. Again, I'll hit linear, pull that corner, float off a little bit, left click, come down, grab that corner, left click again, and I'm done. So I've got dimensions now. I think they're a little bit small, so I'm going to change them. And again, I'm just going to left click, right click, properties, and I can again change color if I want to. Come down to arrow size. I like big arrows. You can actually also do line weight as well. We're not going to worry about that right now. Come down here to text, and again, text height is 0.18, make it 0.5. I did not take 0.5. There we go. And now I've got a nice dimension. This guy, he's pretty small. I'm going to embiggen him. Text height 0.25, a little bit bigger. Okay. As you zoom out, it fuzzes up, but as you get in, you'll be able to see. Yeah. Okay. The last thing I want to talk about is line type. Line type, you're going to need hidden lines, you're going to need center lines, you're going to need all kinds of stuff for your AutoCAD projects. And how you change that is from our home menu up here. You come in here to by layer, and right now there's only 4. So I'm going to hit other, and again, these are popping up on the wrong screen. I need to load them. They're off in the server somewhere. We got to track them down. And in this is pretty much any line you could ever want. There's dash. We're going to come down all the way to hidden. Pick this guy right here, hidden, hit OK, and it's added. I'm going to hit OK. And now when I come back into by layer, I've got the hidden line. So if I wanted to make a hidden line, I've picked it here. I'll just pick over the line. I'm going to turn my snap off and my ortho off. And then I can draw, I'll turn my ortho back on so it's straight. I can make hidden lines that way. Or if I've already got lines, since this is looking down through the top of the table, pretty much everything here should be a hidden line, but I'm going to turn this into a hidden line. If I want to take an existing line and change its line type, all I have to do is click on it. It will populate what type it is, and then I'll change it to a hidden line. Just like that. Hit escape to get out, and there's that. I can do the rest of them if I want to. And there I go. All those are now hidden lines. If I want a center line, I just come in here. I don't have one, so I'm going to come in and load in a center line, and they're alphabetical. There's a center line right there. There's another center line. This 0.5 just means a little bit smaller. That, for most of the drawings we do, tends to work a little bit better. And again, now I've got it. Now it'll be up here in my menu. That one is center 2 as it's called. And that would look, grab a line. That's a good spacing on a center line for projects like this. Okay, if you have any questions, stop me in the lab, stop me in the classroom, and we'll try to clear it up. Thanks.